Hi there, my name is Tina Louise Spalding and I am a trance channel. I have been asked to do a series of videos this week, so welcome subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do so and click on the little bell, and that way you will get all of the notifications when these videos come up this week. So I'm going to bring Jesus through, take a couple of breaths, and he will give you his message for today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and this being is being very compliant today and giving us access to her body mind so that we may speak with all of you. We are very grateful to all of you who tune into this channel. Why? Because it is in changing your mind, not anybody else's mind. It is in changing your mind that you will heal not only your own life, your own body, but the world. You must admit that this world is teetering on the edge of chaos. In fact, if you lived in some parts of the world that you see on your news channels, you would know that it is deeply immersed in chaos right now. And yet, there are parts of the earth where sanity reigns, where kindness reigns, where people are living in community with each other, where they are growing food and they are being creative and assisting each other in their lives. And yet there is this other world where fear and domination creates such pain and suffering on both sides that you wonder what is going on here. Well, we want you to understand the duality of this world. It is black and white. It is separate states. It is separate countries. It is borders. It is the light and the shadow. It is love and fear. That is the nature of this place, this dualistic place of contrasts that you have chosen to come into. And you as a creator being, you as a very, very powerful being, can choose the light or the dark. That is the nature of this place. It is a free will zone. There are many other civilizations that do not reside on this planet that have only chosen the light. And there are some that have only chosen the dark, that live in deep fear and deep separation. You are witnessing the polarities manifested on your physical plane. Some peaceful communities that are healthy and vibrant and happy, and some very, very disturbed and fear-ridden communities where war abounds. Because you have been taught incorrectly, you will see that there seems to be an imposition of fear on beings. There seems to be a cruelty that is allowed to express itself. And this is the most difficult part for you as creators to understand in your dualistic teachings, where you believe in evil and you believe that there are good people and bad people. It's easy for you to judge. You look at a certain situation and you say, well, those are the bad people in the situation and those are the good people in the situation. But we will tell you here that the game of perpetrator and victim go together. Beings of low frequency that have come into this incarnation to work on particular issues of victimization, powerlessness, hopelessness, deep depression, suicidal tendencies, will manifest in their lifetime circumstances that allow them to experience those things which they believe in. These are challenging principles for those of you that have been raised in the dualistic world of black and white, good and evil. You believe you know. You believe that you have the right to say that person is good and that person is bad. This system is good and this system is bad. But what it comes down to with each of you is your own frequency and your own choices. There are beings who are born into poverty, who are born into desperate situations, and they choose to focus on the future that they want. They decide that they are going to become successful in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps they are going to become a successful athlete, and they dedicate thousands and thousands of hours to becoming that. And you would say, aren't they lucky? They had that talent. But no, really, when we look at beings in these kinds of situations, what we see is a mind dedicated, a mind that is singularly focused in changing its experience. You will see the same thing when you have refugees leaving bomb-riddled countries, poverty-stricken countries. The minds of those beings dedicated to freedom, dedicated to improving their situation, will pick up their children and their blankets and a few meager possessions, and they will say, this is not acceptable. I am going to a better place. Your news stories and your education distort your view of the world. What we want you to know is that each of you create your own reality. It is indeed true, but you are not just born innocent babes in arms. You come with a history. You come with experiences. You come with desires to have new experiences. And some of those experiences that you desire to have might be overcoming things, starting out in a negative position and learning through dedication to overcome something. Now, an outsider observing a being doing that may say, oh, this is a cruel God, letting this person be born into difficult circumstances. Look at what they've had to struggle to do to become okay. But from Spirit's point of view, that struggle is interesting. That experience is joyous. To go from feeling bad to feeling good, to experience that contrast and come to truly comprehend the power of the human mind focused on what it wants, is a joy. And that is what we want to call up in you now. We want to call up in you that desire for improvement. We want you to look at your life and say, this part of my life is unacceptable. I don't want to live this way for the rest of my incarnation. I am going to dedicate my mind to improving that situation. What could it be? It could be lack of financial abundance. It could be lack of energy. It could be an obese body. It could be an underdeveloped, weak body. It could be a lack of education. Anything that you look at in your life and say, this is not how I want to experience this aspect of my incarnation. You too, with a trained and focused mind, can overcome the obstacles that you have set up for yourself in this world. Yes, you have set them up for yourself. And what we will say here is that if you dedicate your mind to alleviating your own suffering by insisting that you choose new behaviors, new foods, new exercises, new education, whatever it is that you know needs to be done, that in that dedication you will truly see the power of your own creative abilities. And in that dedication you will realize that you are indeed the creator of your reality. Because this is where many of you are getting lost. You are getting sucked into stories on the internet, sucked into stories in your television programs, sucked into the dramas of people you know, and you are being dragged down out of that knowing that you are a creator God. You have the ability. You are created in the likeness of God, and what that means is that you have the ability to extend yourself, focus your mind, and bring into being whatever it is you wish to experience. It is a truth. And in dedicating yourself to improving one part of your life through focus, through training, through repetition of more positive attitudes, you will see that you no longer need to suffer in any area of your life. And you will see that if you can apply it to that one particular part of your experience, then surely you must be able to apply it to every part of your experience. And indeed you can. You can apply a disciplined and focused mind to systematically improving your life situation, becoming more connected to the divine, becoming more connected to your true power. And in that demonstration and in the eventual knowing and truly deep comprehending of that truth, you will know that you can change the world. For a mind changed can change the world. Just look at beings who were dedicated to their practice. Hitler was a being who was dedicated to his beliefs and his practice. Gandhi was a being who was dedicated to his beliefs and his practice. And each of those beings show you the dark, the shadow, the unloving, and the light, and the heart, and the loving. You get to choose which one you're going to experience. There is nobody here preventing you from making whatever choice you want. But in truth, you will reap the seeds that you sow. You will eat the bitter harvest or the sweet harvest. Whether you sow dark seeds or light seeds, it is up to you. This is a department of free will, we will say. So we encourage you now to look at a part of your life where you have had enough of your suffering, where you have had enough of the pain that you have inflicted upon yourself, which seems to be victimizing you, which seems to be coming from some other place, from your body that is deceiving you or attacking you. But we will tell you, bring love and light to that dark corner of your life, and you will begin to see change. Begin to do the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and you will be shown the shadows in your mind. You will be shown the belief in attack and judgment that you have, and it is that darkness that creates the suffering in your life. We know that we repeat over and over again to do the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and some of you say that enough is enough, and you are free not to do the lessons of A Course in Miracles. You are free to use the mixed up and hodgepodge of beliefs and ideas that are giving you mixed results. But we will tell you, if you dedicate your mind to love, if you dedicate your mind to releasing from that creative machine that which is darkness, you will have only light and love left. And when you only have light and love left in your mind, you will create a beautiful, beautiful experience, not only for yourself, but for the world. That is how your collective consciousness works. The violent television and the bad food and the judgments and the recriminations and the resentments create the wars and the disease and the heartache that you see. The forgiveness and the love and the kindness that you offer yourself and those around you will bring into being a kind and generous society that will look very different than the one you are in. But you must choose love. You must say, no more darkness will be allowed in my mind. I will not feed my mind with violent television or hateful music or cruel words or antisocial behavior. I will begin to choose love moment by moment, every single day, and I will begin to feel better. I will begin to manifest that which is joy, that which is happiness, and that which is peace. And that is what we all on this side wish for each of you. But you must take back your free will. You must understand that you are the decision maker. You are the captain of your ship, and only you can change the direction of that ship. We love you very much, and we will speak to you again tomorrow. All right. I did as I was told. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon.